Congratulations on the purchase of your new SmartChef gas grill. This video is designed to help you work through the assembly process. Special emphasis is given to the more detailed steps. A few special notes before beginning. It is vital to follow the assembly instructions thoroughly. Incorrect wiring or placement of parts will create operation and connection issues. Keep all hoses and wires tie-wrapped for easier installation. Always finger tighten screws during the initial assembly. Do not over-tighten screws and washers that come into contact with porcelain-coated surfaces. Over-tightening may cause the porcelain coating to crack and break, resulting in exposed material that will be prone to corrosion. Step 1. Cart assembly. First, remove the tie wrap securing the tank scale. Put walls and side panels in place and fully tighten the screws to the base. Step 2. Mounting the power source. To prevent damage to the part, do not use power tools to tighten. Mount the power source to the right wall using 2 C-screws. Mount the number 70 to the wall using 2 C-screws. Attach the bracket to the wall with 2 P-screws. Step 3. Back wall. Attach the back panels by finger tightening all 8 T-screws. Then fully tighten once all are in place. Step 4. Casters. Flip the cart upside down and insert the 4 casters into the bottom of the cart. The 2 locking casters should be positioned at the front of the grill. Step 5. Tank wire and plug-ins. With the cart still upside down, route the tank scale wires through the opening behind the front caster. Any excess wires should be bundled and a tie wrap added to keep wires from hanging below the cart. Carefully rotate the cart right side up. Connect the wires from the tank scale to the valve controller. Step 6 and 7. Side shelves. Mount number 67 brackets to the cart and secure with S-screws. Attach the number 39 side burner cover with 2 P-screws. Place the side panels into the brackets. Step 8. Upfront control panel. Keep the hoses and wires tie-wrapped to the control panel for easier installation. Attach a control knob to each burner controlled by hand. To secure the UFC to the cart, use a long L screw and 3 T-screws for each side. Do not fully tighten until all the screws are in place. Once the control panel is secured in place, remove all the tie wraps. Step 9. Heat shield. Attach the grease cup brackets to the tray using 2 end screws. Use 2 end screws per side to hold the heat shield in place. Step 10. Routing the hoses. Wires from the valve assembly should be unpacked from housing prior to installing the side wall. Mount the number 27 housing to the side wall using 2 P-screws. Secure the LP tank hose to the wall bracket. For ease of installation, push the hose at the right side up and out of the way. This will help later when installing the upper door brace. Using a wrench, tighten the nut. Step 11. Routing the wires. Plug the wires into the appropriate plug-ins. Step 12. Side burner control. Remove screws from the side burner valve bracket, then secure them to the horizontal hose on the side burner cover. Attach the bezel to the side burner cover using 2 H screws. Attach the knob to the control by hand. Step 13. SmartChef module. Route the wire through the hole in the side shelf and attach the module to the shelf. To prevent damage, do not use power tools to tighten. Step 14. Route the wire from the SmartChef module all the way across the UFC and down to the main router box. Don't worry about the extra loose connection, number 37B. It will be connected at a later step. Step 15. UFC heat shield. Connect the 2 heat shield components using 3 P-screws. The bend part should be facing the inside of the cart. Secure the heat shield behind the UFC using 3 end screws. Step 16. Top back panel. Attach the back panel piece to the side panels with 2 R screws for each side. Step 17. The firebox. With assistance from a helper, lower the firebox into the cart. Use 4 P-screws to secure the firebox. There's a hole in the side burner panel to help fasten the front side in place. Step 18. Temperature sensor. Route the wire from the back of the temperature sensor through the hole in the back of the cart. Secure the sensor to the cart by screwing the bracket in place. Step 19. Temperature sensor. Run the temperature sensor wire along the back side of the cart and plug it into the extra connection on the SmartChef module. Step 20. Burner installation. Inspect the flame sensor for each burner prior to installation. If it's bent out of position significantly, you will not receive accurate temperature readings. Gently bend the sensor back into the correct position. Straighten out the thermocouple wires. This will make it easier to thread through the openings. It's very important to place each burner in the correct position. The burner and wire connectors are color-coded to help the process. First, white. Second, red. Third, yellow. If the burners are attached incorrectly, SmartChef will not operate properly. The burner must properly engage the valve as shown. Failure to engage the valve as shown may result in personal injury and/or damage. Step 21. Carryover tube. Orientation of the carryover tube is critical. Facing the wrong direction can create a false positive in the flame sensor, essentially tricking the grill into thinking burners are lit despite the grill settings. This can lead to the app shutting the grill down for safety. It's a simple but important step. Step 22. Connecting burner wires. Connect flame sensors to the valve module following color code of connectors. Once connected, route the burner wires along the top of the UFC and secure them with a tie wrap. Step 23. Side burner. Slide the burner tube through the top of the side burner. Connect the tube to the side burner control. Secure the burner to the side panel with a wing nut. Slide the electrode wire through the opening in the side of the cart and attach it to the igniter. Steps 24 to 28. Position racks, heat tents, and grates. Be sure the cast iron grates are positioned covering the holes in the infrared emitters. This will ensure even heating across the cooktop. Step 29. Upper door brace. Use S screws to attach the upper door brace. Assistance from a helper to hold the brace in place will make it easier. Step 30. Electronic ignition module. Unscrew the battery cap and nut from the module. Attach the electrodes to the module. The 2 large wires go with the 2 large connectors, and the other 4 go into the row of 4 connectors. There isn't a specific order in which they need to be connected. Place the heat shield between the module and the brace and use the nut to fasten the module to the brace. Insert a AA battery, positive side out, into the pack and screw the cap in place. Step 31. Snap on the doors and get grilling.